Alright, version 6.5 is coming, and if you actually want to plan your pulls instead of relying on luck, you need a clear and realistic breakdown of how many Primogems you're getting, where they're coming from, and what your actual total looks like depending on your playstyle, because this patch is decent, but it's not insanely generous unless you fully commit to the grind. So starting with the biggest question, how many Primogems can you get as a free-to-play player? The total comes out to around 11,500 Primogems, which translates to roughly 70 to 77 pulls, depending on how efficiently you convert everything, and this includes all major sources across the entire patch. Now, let's break this down properly so you understand exactly where every single Primogem is coming from. First, we have permanent and repeatable content, which forms the backbone of your income. Daily commissions alone give you about 2,520 Primogems over the duration of the patch. Spiral Abyss contributes around 1,600 Primogems assuming full clears. Imaginarium Theater adds another 1,000 Primogems. Stygian Onslaught gives around 450. And then you have Paimon Shop resets giving you around 5 Intertwined Fates and 5 Standard Fates, which is equivalent to about 800 Primogems in value, plus achievements adding roughly 200 to 250 Primogems, and combine this section alone gives you over 6,000 Primogems. Next comes patch rewards and free handouts, which include maintenance compensation giving 600 Primogems, live stream codes adding 300, web events and small promotional rewards giving around 150 to 200. Hoyo Lab daily login adding 60, and character trials giving around 80 Primogems, bringing this section to roughly 1,100 to 1,200 Primogems, and this is basically free, so missing this is just careless. After that we have events, which are one of the biggest contributors this patch. The main flagship event gives around 850 to 970 Primogems. Side events combined give around 840 Primogems. And additional smaller activities and combat events add another 400 Primogems, bringing the total event contribution to around 2,100 to 2,200 Primogems. Then we move to exploration and new content, which includes exploring the new map giving around 1,100 to 1,350 Primogems, depending on completion. World quests contributing around 400 to 450 Primogems, the offering system giving around 500 Primogems plus some fates, and other miscellaneous sources adding around 200 to 300 Primogems, bringing this category to roughly 2,300 to 2,600 Primogems. When you combine all of these sources together, your total free-to-play Primogems come out to around 11,500, which equals roughly 70 to 77 pulls. And this is assuming you actually complete everything and don't skip major content. Now, if you add Welkin Moon into the equation, you gain an additional 3,780 Primogems over the patch duration, which pushes your total to around 15,300 Primogems, translating to roughly 95 to 100 pulls, and this is where you start getting close to a guaranteed 5-star, depending on your pity. And if you go one step further and include Battle Pass, you gain an extra 680 Primogems along with 4 to 5 additional pulls, bringing your grand total to around 16,000 Primogems, which equals roughly 105 to 110 pulls. Now timing also matters a lot in this patch, because in the first half you can earn around 48 pulls, while the second half only gives around 23 pulls, so if your target character is in Phase 1, you're in a much stronger position. But if it's in Phase 2, you either need patience or Primogems saved from previous patches. And here's the honest conclusion, if you're a free-to-play player with zero pity and no savings, 70 pulls is not enough to guarantee a 5-star, so you are still taking a risk. But if you play actively, clear your abyss, complete events, and don't skip exploration, you can maximize your income and get as close as possible to that soft pity range. So overall, version 6.5 gives you around 70 pulls as free-to-play, around 100 pulls with Welkin, and around 110 pulls with Welkin plus Battle Pass, and that's your complete, realistic, and fully detailed Primogem breakdown for this patch without any hype or false expectations. If you liked this breakdown, leave a like and comment which character you are pulling for. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in next one.